LeBron's cracked the code on this whole NBA thing. He's at the point in his career where he's just doing side missions. Can I play with my son? Check. Can I get a coach with no experience hired? Check.
But here's the thing. While every other player in the league's been focused on what's in front of them, bro's been out here playing chess. He's been 10 steps ahead for 10 years now, and most don't even realize it.
It's been no secret. LeBron wants an NBA franchise. But here's the question. Can he think for himself, or is he just chasing the ghost of 23 again? I know Michael Jordan was handed a franchise, but I don't think that's the way it's going to go with Bron.
Bron's desire is undeniable, but the bigger question is whether he'll have the funds to match. And the answer is no, not really. But that doesn't mean this can't work.
We've heard the talk, and the league hasn't exactly shied away from it. Expansion teams are coming to the NBA. The commissioner himself even called it a focus as soon as the league's new media deal is finalized. And yep, that deal's been finalized. But while all that's been happening in public, here's what's been going on behind closed doors.
LeBron doing everything he can to be involved in owning one of those teams, especially if one ends up in Las Vegas.
Now, here's where things get interesting. LeBron's a billionaire, but half of that wealth didn't come from the NBA. That's right, he's been a mastermind off the court, but with the price tag of a new NBA franchise rumored to surpass $4 billion, even LeBron's pockets aren't deep enough on their own.
Can LeBron take out a loan? Sure, we know he's good for it, but we don't want the lights going out at the James estate, so that's where his backers come in.
14 years ago, LeBron made a strategic move that's paying off big time today. He sold his marketing rights to Fenway Sports Group, and instead of taking a cash payout, he opted for a 2% stake in Liverpool FC.
And that stake ballooned from $6.5 million to over $90 million before he converted his 2% share to 1% in Fenway Sports Group. Meaning, instead of owning a piece of Liverpool, he now owns a piece of a company that owns Liverpool. Oh, by the way, and several other franchises as well.
But make no mistake, LeBron didn't do this just to sit on the sidelines of a soccer franchise. This was all part of a bigger plan to become a controlling owner of an NBA team.
No question about it, man. The guy is playing chess while everybody's out here playing checkers. I mean, is this going to be the next step for LeBron? Maybe, just maybe, franchise owner is what it is.
Think about this. We said LeBron was planting seeds 14 years ago. I guarantee you he sat down with Rich Paul and said, how do we make this a reality? We're talking 2010 Bron, 33 and 23 Bron, in the midst of 4 MVPs in 5 seasons Bron.
You mean to tell me the man was laying the groundwork to set himself up for all this back then?
Yes, and that's exactly what he's in position to do now. That stake conversion to Fenway Sports Group didn't just give Bron the financial backing he needs. It gave Fenway Sports Group the face they need to lead their bid for an NBA team. The man who has dominated the court for years is now poised to dominate the front office. This was never just about basketball. It's about building an empire. And LeBron's been playing the long game for a long time now.
Yes, sir. And it's only the logical next step. Bron's not only been the face of the franchise, he's been the face of the league. And Adam Silver be damned if he lets that guy just walk off into the sunset.
But here's where the story takes a twist that sounds almost too crazy to believe. What if I told you LeBron and his super agent Rich Paul have been scheming on the low for years, laying the groundwork for what could be the ultimate revenge plot? It's not just about owning any team. We're talking about owning the Boston Celtics, the very franchise that haunted LeBron early in his career. Him, Bron, becoming the owner of that same team. Sounds crazy, right?
Well, don't take our word for it. According to the New York Post, Fenway Sports Group and their partner, Redbird Capital, are seriously considering bidding for none other than the Boston Celtics. It's the kind of move that makes you wonder if this was part of their master plan all along. Just think about it. LeBron, the man who's been tormented by Boston in the past, could end up owning them.
This is crazy stuff we're talking about. This is MJ bringing up his coach that kept him off the varsity team 50 years later. Crazy. This is Tom Brady snapping on the sidelines. Crazy. This is the type of crazy that all top 1% athletes have. To be the greatest, you got to be a little nuts.
100%. I mean, this would be like Michael Jordan buying the Pistons just to crap on Isaiah Thomas's legacy.
And the best part, The sale of the Celtics is structured in a way that LeBron could slide in just as he's wrapping up that Hall of Fame career. The first part of the sale involves 49% of the team, which isn't scheduled to go through until 2028, right around the time LeBron's likely to retire. It's almost like this has been in the works for years, and LeBron's just waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
Man, if this goes down, it'll be the ultimate flex. Y'all out here in Turks and Caicos, Jamaica, wherever y'all at on the gram, man, this guy LeBron, he went from being haunted by Boston to haunting them from the owner's box.
And then what's next? Tank the team? Jason Tatum for a bag of chips? But let's not get ahead of ourselves. If LeBron does become an owner, whether it be Boston or an expansion team, how would he perform in that role? Will he be like his hero Jordan with those Charlotte Hornets, hands-on, messing up anything he can touch? Or will he be one of these more typical hands-off owners that's supplying the backing in terms of finances, but really letting the people he hires do the day-to-day?
That's a great question, bro. And we got to cut the music. We already know what type of owner LeBron James is about to be. That guy is about to be as hands-on as ever. You want to talk about savings? He's going to be the owner, the GM, the head coach. Any other management position is all going to be him. Okay, but all jokes aside, I don't care if LeBron has beef with the Celtics. I don't care if he's got beef with any team. LeBron is a competitor, yeah? And it's important to him, I think, almost more important to show not only does he have it on the floor night in, night out, not only does he have the most points in NBA history, not only is he still doing it at 70, LeBron wants to show that competitively, he is the best. So if that's on the floor, if that's as a coach, if that's as a GM, if that's as an owner, and as much as I think Jordan was the better player than LeBron, I think this is LeBron's real opportunity to surpass Michael Jordan as the GOAT in a field. And that may be as a businessman. You know LeBron's going to be involved in the trades, the free agent signings, the draft picks, you know.
Yo, and the funny thing about LeBron is that getting everyone involved, Magic Johnson type of joy you see him play with, is a lifestyle for him. You talking about getting his boys involved from an early age, 18 years old. No, I'm not going with the mainstream agent. I got someone that could do that. Business manager, I got someone that could do that. The eye for talent has been there. How else do you explain the insane success of the people in his inner circle? Rich Paul went from selling jerseys out of his car trunk to negotiating over $1 billion in contracts. Mav Carter, from Bron's childhood friend to media mogul producing hit shows. Randy Mims? What about Randy Mims? Before LeBron hit the NBA, Randy was just a regular dude working at Continental Airlines. None of these guys had accomplished much on their own before LeBron. But now, they're some of the most influential people in sports and entertainment. The man's eye for talent isn't just for players on the court. It's for people around him. And if that vision translates into the owner's box, whether it's Vegas, Boston, or the Shanghai Sharks, that team's going to be cooking.
There's no question. And the beauty is, right, you know, at the end of the day, if you're having a terrible season, whether LeBron's 45, 55, I'd even give him to 60, right? You have somebody who could contribute 10, 5, and 5 on a nightly basis for free. All right. So that's one of the beauties in having LeBron as an owner, right? But with all the jokes aside, here's where it gets tricky. The bidding war for the expected NBA expansion team in Las Vegas is rumored to be the most competitive and expensive sports deal in U.S. history, right? We know Las Vegas for the gambling, right? But all that stems down to is competition, right? Whether it be their new hockey team, whether it be on the tables.
Baseball teams coming there too. And the thing is, Vegas is a premier destination. There's a reason we see sports teams flocking to the area. Seattle's going to be the other option because we know how much the NBA feels like they messed up taking their team away. They're going to want to put something back in Seattle. But how does the NBA handle this negotiation? They obviously want Bron, but there are, like you said, many players with a lot more money that are going to be clamoring for a franchise in Sin City.
Facts, bro. The list of potential bidders is long and packed with heavy hitters. And it's not just LeBron and his backers, like you said. It's going to come down to who's got the deeper pockets. All right. At the end of the day, that's all the NBA cares about. They got the locations. They think either one could work. Who's going to come with the biggest bag?
And timing is everything. LeBron, as we know, or as we think, is near the end of his playing career. But how close to retirement is he really? And how quickly will this NBA expansion take shape?
If LeBron's still playing, there might be ways to work around him not being directly involved in the bidding process. But let's be real. The NBA would love nothing more than to have LeBron as an owner. The question is, will the stars align for LeBron to make his move?
I mean, if I'm Bron, I could pass up on pushing that Kareem scoring record, the LeBron scoring record, another 2,000 points out for the chance to buy and participate in an NBA franchise. It's not like you have too many opportunities for this. Once these two expansion teams come in, we're assuming it's going to be two. It's not like it's going to be another 2 years, 3 years, 4 years before they bring in more. And owners aren't really usually itching to sell. So you got to jump on this opportunity while you can. But while LeBron's trying to ball out in Vegas, make sure y'all are balling out with the best equipment y'all can get your hands on. That's Bodden Sports. It's the official high school basketball of Texas, Washington, Hawaii, and several other states.
That's facts. You know what I'm saying? And the best thing about Bodden Sports, guys, they've got balls. All right. They've got whatever you need. They've got basketballs, soccer balls, baseballs, handballs, any type of balls. They've got them. You know what I'm saying? And when you plug in promo code hoop_plug_ at checkout, they're going to give you a smooth 10% off. You know what I'm saying? Rocking with Bodden is rocking with the plug. And as always, guys, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Put some flavor in your ear.